South Africa's largest opposition party, the Democratic Alliance, says law enforcement has to be stepped up in order to try and combat crimes such as drug trafficking and marine poaching, which it says are increasing at an alarming rate. Rene Del Carme has that story.
Crime syndicates steal over 620 million rands worth of marine resources along South Africa's coastline every year. And the DA claims that the South African national government is out of its depth when it comes to fighting crime in the Western Cape, especially crimes such as gangsterism, drug dealing and marine poaching, which are closely intertwined.
Marine poaching is a huge problem that faces South Africa. It is one of our huge resources that we have, but at the moment it's being completely plundered. It puts this entire industry, this entire livelihood for people in South Africa at great risk.
The gangs run much of the poaching operations. They have a heavy presence. We see gang members' involvement in some of the vessels, the houses to which the poached goods are taken are gang houses. And so if you want to impact on the gang situation, you have to cut off all those bits of the criminal economy that support them.
DA authorities who run the Western Cape province say it's time for the ANC government to decentralize power when it comes to policing and give them the authority to fight crime in the Western Cape at a provincial level instead of a national one.
The South African Police Service should be devolved down to a provincial level. It will enable them to far better focus their resources, their manpower on addressing the issues at a provincial level. The National Policing Plan, which is an overlay for the entire country, doesn't take into account local peculiarities. Poaching and poaching's links into gangsterism, drugs and organised crime in the Western Cape.
Poaching happens, it's a space where the abalone gets handed over to other vessels, the drug trade happens. So it's a component of the bigger picture, and of course that's why this is one slither of how do we make this a safer Western Cape.
The DA says the City of Cape Town's Special Marine and Environmental Enforcement Unit seized nearly 15,000 stolen marine resources and arrested 45 poachers in the past year, making it harder for criminals to navigate these waters. Rene Del Carme, CGTN, Hout Bay, near Cape Town, South Africa.